Hey, good morning, my YouTube family. This is Kavisha Behrani, host of your favorite YouTube channel, Immigrant Millionaires. So, if you've subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing because now and going forward, I'm going to be sharing a plethora of knowledge with you guys all around the subject of personal finance, wealth building, how to become millionaires, and a lot of similar related topics around stock market investing, real estate investing, stuff like that. Anything and everything that's money. So we will talk a lot about that on this channel. So if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Now, taking a step back, because we are meeting for the first time here, even though it's been, I think, a month or two for me to have opened this channel, but because of lack of time, majority of my videos that I have been making up until this point were created out of artificial intelligence. I was still the brain behind the thoughts there. It is just that I didn't have time enough to create and edit those videos. So I was taking that route. But now I have understood that, over last 2 months, I've understood that, I want to engage with my audience. I want you to know who's talking behind that channel. And I want to share exactly in my words, in my thoughts, with my emotions, what I have learned in my journey of personal finance so that you can benefit most out of that. That's pretty much. So, just a few lines about me. I am an immigrant from India who moved to US about 9 years back, and then I was pretty new here, totally lost. Didn't have a job at that point in time. Not much savings. Me and my husband had moved from India with some savings. We just starting off our family here, so everything was new to me. New culture, new people, new places. New currency and everything new about. I mean, as I said that a lot of you who are recently moving or have moved from any of the other countries other than US can mostly relate to what I'm talking about, that as a new person in this country or to any other place, for that matter, you're totally lost. And I was not that young. I was in my early 30s, so it's not that I was too young to quickly adjust with everything. No. With more responsibilities, we had to learn things fast, and the more people I spoke to, the more I was misguided. So, you know, the reason why I opened this channel, to be very frank with you guys, is because 9 years back, I was looking for a mentor, which I never got. So I thought once I learn the tricks of the game, I'm going to be that mentor for people that I was looking for 9 years back. So that's the whole intent of me creating this channel, that I want to share with you guys all the knowledge that I've learned over last 9 years. So personal finance is something that I'm super passionate about. Now, whether you talk about stock market investing, you talk about real estate investing, you talk about dividend investing, you talk about multiple streams of income, talk about it, and everything there interests me. So I want this to be a sort of a learning academy wherein I and you share our thoughts, me through creating these videos, you through your comments, and asking me what else you want to learn so that I can talk about those things in my upcoming videos. So that's pretty much about me, and the reason why I opened this channel. And then, as I said, that last couple months, this has been more of AI driven. But now I just wanted to get my face in front of the camera, say hello to you all, know you all, and start learning, together in this journey. So that's pretty much about it. So this is my first video. I'm not going to bore you guys, but one small thing I want to share in this video, and not just make it only introductory video. So one thought that crossed my mind, something that I've recently worked on, is that high yield savings account. A lot of my friends ask me whether they should park the money in CDs or high yield savings account. Now, I'll tell you my 2 cents on both of them. All these years that I've been in US, and even now, the regular interest rate on a savings account or a checking account is partially none. There's hardly anything that you make out of that. So all the liquid money that's sitting there is just you're losing on the interest. Lately, we see that the interest rates are rising on the savings account. So please do not miss on that. About I think mostly all the big banks are giving about between 4 to 6%, 4 being on the lower side, probably 5.56 on the higher side. But even if you're not the smartest, person on the block, 5.5 is something that anybody can easily get. So think about, if you have 100K which you want to keep liquid, why wasting, $5,000 there annually? There's no reason to waste it. So that's pretty much it. Now, even once people understand this, there is a confusion whether you want to open a CD, which is your, kind of a fixed deposit, and whether you want to do a money market high yield savings account. Now, that's me personally. I love the flexibility of money market, and I'll come there in a minute. That why would I recommend somebody a money market? I'll take my words back. Why would I suggest somebody to do a money market instead of a CD? Is because when you start off a CD, right, you need to know what is the time frame that you want to park your money for. Now, it could be as small as 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever time frame, but you need to decide a time frame. Whereas when it comes to money market, it's pretty much liquid. So I rather park my liquid money in a money market account compared to a CD. I love that flexibility. Now, besides giving that flexibility, money market, high yield money market accounts, high yield savings account also come up with another flexible option is that if you have to take out your money, let's say I park my money today, and if I have to take it out, I have to pay a penalty on CD because you're breaking the CD before the time. When it comes to high yield savings account, which in my case, personal choice, you do wherever you want. I do that with Fidelity Money Market because I consolidate all everything there. I love Fidelity as a company. I love the integrity of the company. And if tomorrow somebody's going to tell me that okay, Fidelity is giving you 5%, but Barclays or any other bank, right, is giving 5.5%, would you mind changing? Personal me, despite of being in the personal finance space for a long time, I wouldn't touch that money. And the reason is that because I love consolidation. For a few grants here and there, I'm not going to, remember 4 different passwords and moving my money from this bank account to that bank account. So I love consolidation. I'll be okay with taking some, basis point less, but keeping all my money in one, at one place. So when it comes to high yield savings account, you don't have to worry about the penalty. If I need my money now, I can very much liquidate it by the, I'll just put up a trade, and by the end of the day, the money is sold like any other stock would get sold. It is just that there is no risk there is no so-called risk. Of course, please understand the nuances of that, but so-called there is no risk that the money is going up or down, right? So whatever interest rate they are telling you, that's the interest rate that you're getting. So basically two things here, right? The flexibility that I don't have to decide the time frame for which I'm going to invest my money. That's one. The other thing is that I don't have to worry about how much I'll be penalized if I'm going to break that. They may sound like one thing, but then two different reasons for me that I do not prefer a CD, or rather I prefer a high yielding savings account over a CD. So that's pretty much I wanted to leave you with. I know that's not a news, that they may not be a news to a lot of you, but understand, knowledge is not power. Implemented knowledge is power. Even if you would have heard from your friends, you may still be sitting on your 100, 200, 500 grants just like that and wasting thousands of dollars of interest just by not acting on that. So just get up. If you don't have that money invested in a money market fund or any CD, just get up and invest that money and enjoy the interest. So that's one thing I wanted to leave you guys today with. And please let me know in comments what is more that you would like to learn so that in my next video I can come up with that. Thank you very much.